The Terry College is proud to present the 2014 Distinguished Alumni Award to Peter Vick.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our 2014 Terry College Distinguished Alumni Award honoree, Peter Vick, to the stage.
Thank you very much. Being third has its advantages. I had looked at both Darren and Blake's resumes previously and looked at some of the prior recipients of this award, and believe me, I'm not just honored, but I'm humbled to be here. I especially would like to thank Marty Horn, who got me reconnected or involved with the Terry College. Also, my fellow Columbusite and Dallasite, Hill Feinberg, who was instrumental in my nomination for this. And I'd like to thank my family who are out here tonight. They've all been very supportive of me and what I've done. Kathy Jackson, significant other, a Jersey girl who's come to love Athens, Georgia, and how to say go dogs and things like that. And friends that have come both far and near, including Kappa Sigs and Texaco alumnus. So as far as my comments, I am going to be brief. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on my career. I think Ken Hanna did a very good job with the film in capturing what I've done. Instead, I'm going to talk a little bit about the business school, Terry College, and Georgia, and kind of how I came to be involved a bit. Terry Brown, in accepting this award in 2012, basically said that no one achieves, I don't know if I want to call it greatness or great achievements or whatever by themselves, and that there's always a mentor or advisor offering encouragement and counsel in the background. And I was extraordinarily lucky in having three people who played that role in my life. In the film, you saw Walter Mintz and Julian Robertson. Both of those guys that I work for on Wall Street are considered among the most successful and innovative and bright hedge fund managers in the history of the business. And I work for both of them. At Georgia, early on, is where I really got lucky, and I attracted the attention of Bob Dents, who was then the chairman of banking and finance. And some of you may remember Dr. Dents. He was an interesting guy. He grew up over on the west side of Manhattan, attended Rutgers, UCLA, and Cornell. And while he and his wife, Mimi, came to love Athens, I strongly suspect that when they first landed in Athens, they thought they had parachuted onto the moon. But they did love Athens. Bob Dents, again, a big physical presence. You'd see him come down the hall, be like the waters were parting. And he was also a bigger-than-life character. He could be both profane, irreverent, sarcastic, and frankly, many students were intimidated by him. I'm not 100% sure why he chose to become my sponsor or patron or wise man, whatever you want to call it. I have a couple of ideas. First of all, I'm not easily intimidated. I do have a strong irreverent sense about me. And he also knew that I was highly motivated to pursue a Wall Street career and that I was willing to go to New York to do that, which was kind of unusual in those days. When I say I'm not easily intimidated, I had my Kappa Sig fraternity brother Chuck Smith here kind of look at my comments before the talk tonight, and he said, "This looks fine to me." He said, "But when you talk about that not easily intimidated, do you remember that Kappa from South Georgia?" So, at least irreverent. I'll put it to you that way. Anyway, the one thing I will tell you where that didn't attract Bob Dents to me, while my grades were good, I wasn't on his or anybody else's short list of the best and the brightest. In any event, I made good grades under him in undergraduate school. He was instrumental in my being accepted into the MBA program at Georgia, which was very important to me. And he was my advisor while I was in the MBA program. He also got me my job interview that led to my first job at Merrill Lynch in New York. So what more can you ask? Over the years, he was always available to me, both in terms of advice and encouragement. And if I could sum it up, I would say if the business school, Terry College, and University of Georgia were my ticket to what's been a wonderful ride, Bob Dent's was the conductor. Before closing, I have just one thought I'd like to direct to the alums here tonight. If you haven't been back on campus to meet with today's students, or better still, to give a lecture or two, I'll tell you, you're missing out on a great opportunity. I am simply blown away by how bright these students are, their level of business sophistication, and their intellectual curiosity. I can assure you that this group is going to enjoy achievement that will make Terry's faculty and alumni very proud. Again, thank you for this honor, and go Dogs.